I'm Tom, Tom's daughter. No, not my daughter. Just two idiots in a car talking about stupid shit. It's not going to help anyone's mental health. People are crazy. This is a start. Wish us luck.
Is my name necessary or not?
Hello.
Hi. This week we are going to speak about something that happened during last week.
Yes.
Okay. As usual, I will let the lady to start.
Okay, last week there was a weird situation. I got a weird text from this dude right here in Instagram that kind of was a bit shocking, was a bit eye-opening, and I thought that was a good idea for the podcast. Would you like to explain your text and your thoughts and feelings?
It's nothing weird.
To me, it's weird.
I don't know why that is. So ever since we started having these conversations, we always had this back and forth about how things are in the world for people. And I used to say about my experience, I used to explain my experience. She has her own take on that. And a lot of those experience kind of is what I would say these are the things that I found or I learned from my life. Not necessarily that somebody taught me, like I have to learn these things. It's just like you pick up these things over the years from different experiences that you go through in life. But we always have a difference of opinion in it. And last week, I was randomly scrolling through Instagram, like anyone else, and I came across something about men's mental health and the different thing that plays into it and how we neglect it because that's what we do. Not that it is an ideal to follow, but this is something we do. We end up doing it because of the social norms or other things that have been shown to us. It's not like a messaging that is so out there, but you kind of learn it. I wouldn't say subliminally, but you pick it up and you kind of get this like, these are the things you are expected to do in this world for you to have any sort of value. That's where it is coming from.
So after you mansplained that, can we go back to the simple fact that you wanted to send me these points and slides, but then you didn't want to send them because?
Yes. So what happened is I was scrolling through Instagram and I came across this one, and it was about mental health. There was like 7 or 8 slides.
9.
9. Okay. 9.
I have all 9 here.
Okay. So there was 9 slides, and I felt like I shouldn't send this to anyone because it felt like an outcry, and it would feel like I am reaching out. Not reaching out. Reaching out is okay. It feels like I'm sending this to someone to get something from them. Like if I say that, I don't know, it felt like I am asking that I should be cared or I should be looked after, and I didn't feel like that's a good thing for me to do. So I literally scrolled past that, and I thought, if I can't send this to Carmen, what's even the point? We talk about everything under the sun. And to someone like that, I still hesitated that if I do that, it's gonna be like me asking for help or me asking for that, hey, I have all these issues, someone should come and look after me. And that didn't really sit well with me. It should, but it did not.
Shocking for me because, like he said, we talk about anything and everything under the sun. I think we haven't found any taboo topics yet. And then to hear that that's something you overthink so much and you actually wouldn't say because of fears or concerns is shocking. And even if it's just a tiny little thing, when you tell somebody something, maybe you just want to have a little bit of validation. That's all.
Yes, that word, the validation part. I didn't want that.
Yeah, but what is so wrong? Validation is one of the main basics of mental health. If you feel validated, everything's easier.
Yeah, but when I think about it, I felt like if I am looking for validation, I have needs that needs to be met by someone else.
Oh, you have a need for water too. Is it shitty to drink water now?
Okay, let's not go into the biology of life.
You are saying, ooh, I can't have validation. Why are you depriving yourself from validation?
It's not the validation part, I would say. It's just, I don't know, it just felt like if we speak about such things, it comes across as we are, I don't know, you're being perceived not good enough by yourself.
So every time I talk to you or anybody about my problems, I'm all of a sudden not good enough anymore.
No, I don't know. It's just like there is this idea that we have a set of values that we have to stick by. We have to be so much more than what we are. And even if you are not, you don't want to let anyone know that you're falling short of anything.
Yeah, that's a human problem.
True, it is. But my argument here is men generally don't talk about it.
Yeah, that's been an issue for 2 years, ever since we met.
Yeah, but there's ample reasons for that. It's not just because somebody told us you can't talk about it. If
That's one of the reasons on the list.
yeah, but if you do talk about it, people look down on you. Yeah, they don't do that outwardly, but they still do.
Yeah.
Like if you have something and you don't want a man not to know what to do, whatever that happens. Yeah, man can know what. Yeah, obviously, like sometimes I have no idea what I'm doing, but others expect me to know.
Yeah, that's where we go different paths.
Yeah.
Because I'm the opposite. Like, my favorite example last time we talked about it was I went out with a guy who went on a bike ride, and then his chain from the bike fell off. He didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
He just called the people where we rented a bike from and asked them to come by to fix his chain. Well, I was like, well, that's okay. They don't need to come. I can fix it for you. You don't need to know how to do everything.
Yeah, okay, I get that. My point here is, okay, you know, like you're driving a car, okay, and you're going somewhere and something happened. Okay, the car stopped, and you can see smoke coming out of it. Okay, I don't know the first thing about anything that goes underneath that bonnet.
Yeah.
I can check the oil level, check the battery, whether that's okay.
Is it red or is it grey?
I can usually use the dipstick. That's pretty much all, and I can look at few things and like, you know, it's the brake oil and the coolant and all those things, whether there's a leak or something. Not
Windshield water?
yeah, yeah, those kind of things. It's not like I can fix any of that, okay? But if something happens, you know that what people will just like get out, you know, open the bonnet, look underneath, and just like at least try.
Yeah.
Okay. If you know how to fix it, great. Even if you don't, at least have that mindset to try. You don't want to look
Well,
like.
even if you don't have the mindset to try and you just call somebody to come and help, where's the problem?
Which is fine, but okay, when something like that happens, you don't want to be sitting there like, I don't know what to do.
Why not?
Because that's perceived is like the worst thing in the world.
That one I disagree with.
Yeah, but okay, think about like you okay. Imagine that whole cycle situation, right? The guy who lost, you know, did not know. What if he knew?
Then I wouldn't even remember the situation anymore.
Yeah, and the one of the reasons that you do remember is because he didn't know.
Because I put it on for him, and then he was concerned because I had something black on my hands, and he thought I need to wash it off immediately. Where I was like, well, we touch the fucking water later. We go on the beach and wash hands, and it's fine.
Did any of this behavior make any sense to you, or like make it better about the person, or your judgment or the assessment about the person, did it add to the person or did it subtract from the person?
I found it was quite funny,
Oh, good Lord.
but that was about it. And if he would have been turned out to be a good person later on,
Mm-hmm.
I would probably not even remember it. But because he turned out a bad person at the end, I remember all the funny tiny details because there could have been red flags along the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get that. It's just, I don't know. My life has been in a very different way, I think. People just, expect you to know things, expect you to be aware of things, how to do things, how to talk to people, how to get things sorted, how to just be useful, how to be, how the world works.
That's a standard for women and men. It's not just for men.
I don't
Okay,
know.
I give you the point. There's some women that can get away with being utterly clueless
Mm-hmm.
to an extent that is embarrassing.
Okay.
But there's some men that do the same. Less, but there is.
Yeah, I know. There are so many clueless people in the world. My argument is when people are clueless, it's not looked upon favorably by anyone. And that percentage is more on the men's side.
Depends how you deal with it. If you try to be okay, if you try to deal with it, yes. But if you're completely oblivious and be like, oh, somebody else is going to fix it for me, then yes, I'm going to look down on you and judge you.
Yes, and the judgment is always there. It's just like you're supposed to know.
You can't know everything.
Doesn't matter.
New job first day, I walk in, I know nothing.
I know, but I have felt it so many places where and if you say you don't know, or okay, as a new job situation, okay, sometimes you walk into a new job and somebody's showing you how to do the things. You're learning the ropes, okay, and if you don't get it, maybe not the first time, maybe not even the second time. Sometimes it takes like few tries. It's just, again, depending on the job and everything, there are maybe other nuances there, but I have felt this pressure all my life to perform, to know things, to manage things. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah. That's where this whole topic comes from, where how much we can talk about these things, like the amount of struggle that we go through. And if we talk about the struggles we go through, how it is seen by others.
That's the interesting part. That's where we need an outside opinion, because we are not anywhere near the same point.
No.
There's no compromise here. But to maybe get to some kind of compromise, we can go through the slides step by step.
Please do.
So the first one was, most men don't get compliments. When they do, they remember it forever. That one I give you. I can totally see that. Because men don't really get as many compliments. Women just get tons every day.
Yeah.
And that seems to be so normal.
And the funny thing is, even if they're not so well, I don't know, a girl can get compliments regardless of whatever the situation is.
I can show up like a homeless and I might get a compliment.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know, I mean, there may be some people who gets compliments. I get it very rarely. I do get it, but they are very rare. Again, probably why I do remember it.
Yeah, but I don't like compliments. I
Why
really don't.
not?
They make me feel weird. If you tell me you are stupid, I will take and yeah, okay. But if you tell me any positive things, I'm like, what do you want? What is that? I don't believe you.
I can overanalyze that, but I'm not qualified for that. But but because we are on internet, everyone is a qualified person these days, so I can say that, oh, that's because of your trauma. I can add in a few keywords in there because you don't want to be, I don't know, if somebody gives you a good compliment and you want to feel good because you don't, oh, I can psychoanalysis so well. I can tell you your issues. You don't accept that because you don't feel the self-worth within yourself to accept that with gratitude.
And that's a weird version of you, but that version is actually probably on the right track.
Of course, I am all knowing.
Another thing we don't agree on, ever. But okay, yeah, the compliment part I get. But also I don't like compliments because that makes me feel like I get too much attention and I don't like attention.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah, I hate attention. That's why I'm so very comfortable with this podcast. So let's move on to the next part.
Yeah, I have to say something. I'm like, I don't think I like attention a lot as well. I think it makes me a bit self-conscious.
Well, at least on that one we're on the same page.
Yeah, because you know, like how I was so self-conscious about
Your
doing
voice.
anything in my voice, my face. There were so many things. I'm like, yeah, I don't want more people to look at me. But at the same time, I'm so comfortable doing this. So I don't know. Maybe I'm changing. Maybe I'll become a people person and I'm like all eyes on me. I don't know.
Well, we can change the camera and only film you and have an outside voice that would be me.
Okay, trust me. People don't want to see this face. People want to see your face.
Doubtful. And even if I don't want to hear it, thank you very much. Okay, next point. Men cry in silence because they were taught to do not to cry openly, publicly, or not to cry at all. Depends where you grow up, I guess.
It's not about where you grow up. It's just we have to be that way. I was a crybaby. I'll tell you this. I was a crybaby. Anyone from my early childhood would know this because I used to cry for everything. You know, like when I was like almost like until my early teenage, I cried for everything. Then I stopped crying, and now it's very hard for me to cry.
Why did you stop?
I don't know. It's part of the growing up, I think. Again, this is the thing. When we say that men are taught not to cry, nobody tells us not cry. I mean, there are some people who says that boys don't cry. I know there are some people like that. It's not because of that. I think we get to a place where yes, you can cry, but that's not going to fix anything. And I think men are generally wired at fixing things than talking about it.
That's the problem most women have with men.
Yeah.
If I have a problem and I come home to my partner
Mhm.
and I'm just like, this is shit, I didn't like this, I feel bad about this, and then my partner comes with, oh, this is your solution.
Yes.
I want to punch that person in the face.
That's how we are.
I don't want a solution.
Then-
I want to vent, listen, and a hug. Is that so hard?
Yes, it is hard for us because we look at everything very straightforward. Like, you know, the male brain was like, okay, you can talk about it for half an hour. Will that solve the issue? No.
That will solve the emotional regulation.
We are not emotional people.
Well, that's a you problem. That doesn't mean I can't do that.
You can. I mean, this is the thing, you know, some of those things that is so funny for me, like, you know, girls will always think, guys don't listen. Look, we don't. Because we are not those sort of people.
There's some kind of fact I read that out of a 15-minute conversation, they maybe listen to you for 2 to 3 minutes. I wonder how we go. Do we listen to each other?
I don't know. I mean, you should because you're a woman.
Yeah, I listen to every word and turn it around.
That's the other thing. Some of the things that I say, I just say it straight as it is. It doesn't mean anything, but your people, oh my God.
We are master of manipulation.
It's just like you would find out, you know, like the different things, and you're like, wait, I didn't mean it that way.
But that's my favorite example. When somebody calls me, well, sweet,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can backtrack that to, in my head, go to, you called me fat. Because now I tell you the crazy story. What is sweet? Honey is sweet. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Bees make honey. Who else like bees? Big fluffy bears. Fat bears like honey. Therefore, if you call me sweet, you call me a fat, ugly, hairy bear.
Wow.
I can turn every compliment in an answer.
I don't know how men and women ever got together.
It's tough. Very
Jesus
tough.
Christ.
That's why women need more sleep, because we overthink everything, we overanalyze everything, we know every possible outcome out of everything. And
Except the most probable one.
hi.
If somebody calls you sweet and you could just take it as he may just mean I'm sweet. But no.
No. If you call me cute, I have the same problem. You call me cute, and I think like, what else is cute? Babies and puppies. Babies and puppies are useless. And some of the babies are really ugly.
Okay.
So if you call me cute,
That's
You
not
call
gonna
me
go well with the internet, like you're saying babies are useless.
babies are useless. Babies lie there. They can't do anything by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They're useless. They can't look after themselves. They can't drink. They can't hunt. They can't eat. They need help for everything, which makes them a bit useless. Yes, okay, when they grow up, they're better. But in the baby stage, you call them cute because they're utterly useless and can't take care of themselves.
I have learned why it's like that. It's a kind of a bit of an evolutionary psychology, not psychology, evolutionary system, where humans started standing up on both legs.
Mm-hmm.
So to support that, our spinal cord is curved,
Yeah.
and that because you're standing upright, your birth canal became too narrow. So if the human babies are supposed to be in gestation for not just 9 months and 9 days, it should be more. It should be like probably around like 2-3 years. Then if the baby is born, it would be able to do most of the things. Like if you look at most of the animals when there's a baby born,
Monkeys, where they can hold on.
yeah, they're able to do things when they're born within few hours. Humans can't because
we're losers.
yeah, too. We can't have big babies pass through such a narrow birth canal. Women will die. So the only make way doing it is like you have an early birth, which means you have a baby that is almost.
Or we go back and walking on all fours.
That may be a retrograde evolution, or.
And nowadays everything's possible.
Oh yeah,
Maybe it would make the world a better place.
I don't know about that, but yeah, one thing.
If you don't try, you don't know.
I don't think few people walking on fours will change that.
That's a new workout. Walking like a gorilla or whatever.
There are videos where people pretend they're like horses, and they just run around and just
Hobby
like
horsing is a thing too. Okay.
yeah, hop around like. Yep, that's the world we live in.
Okay, let's go to number 3 before
No,
we lose
go to
track.
slide number 3.
Slide number 3 was men feel pressured to stay strong even when they're breaking inside. That's kind of like touching on to earlier.
True.
Yeah, but so do I. It's not a man thing.
I'm not saying that women don't have these things, but my point is like, okay, you're breaking down inside, and yes, you're coping with everything. You can make 2 things. You don't have to break down. I get all that. But if you do, that's not going to be used against you at all. But if a man does it, that will be used against him.
It has been used against me several times, so I would say no.
Okay, let's say not you and me.
Are you telling
Generally.
me I'm not normal?
Okay, that's not a debate. We're not.
Yeah, okay. But generally, yes. It depends where you're from. You can't generalize that. There's
I
women.
can generalize that. You can ask this to anyone.
Well, ask.
Hey, what do you guys think? If you see something happen, okay, there should be there's context to it. Something is happening around the world, okay? Do you want the men to break down and cry about it, or do something to fix the situation? They may be feeling the same exact feelings that anybody else is. For example, World Trade Center 9/11. Okay, so many people who got killed in that incident, they had their relatives and other people who were working on that place, helping, trying to save as many as people. Okay,
Yeah.
and a lot of people who like working as firefighters and everything, you would know this.
354, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly. So they had relatives in that building. But people who work in those kind of situations, I know there are women who also worked in that, right? But my point is, the mindset of a man or woman in that is what is expected from men most of the time.
To be honest, if you're a man, if you're a woman,
Mm.
if you have a situation where you're not coping, you
Mm.
sit there, you cry for 5 to 10 minutes, and then you get stuff sorted, I'm not going to judge anybody.
We can't do that
Why not?
because it's okay. You are not going to judge. You as a person won't judge.
Yeah.
But we are not talking about you and me.
Yeah, but then this is very important and people need to stop judging.
Yeah, I know, but
So who is judging men for crying? Is it women or is it men?
the whole world, both.
Well, that's even more shocking. You judge each other for
Yes.
crying, and then women, who are the emotional ones, judge men for being emotional.
Yes.
Those-
Isn't that fucked up?
Yeah, obviously. I disagree with all of that.
Yeah, I get it, but I think nobody planned it that way because it's the only way to work. This world has to work. Whatever the case is.
Yes and no, but I think not only men should be responsible for that, and I think there's enough women that are responsible for keep going. I don't really know if the gender gap in this is as big as you make it, but if
Okay.
we actually get outside opinions on that one, which we desperately need.
Okay. Question. Why did I even run into that Instagram page or the post?
I don't know. I mean, I've seen things that
Mm.
most men would never ask for help, and I love that.
No, yeah, that's because asking help, I have found it very hard for me to ask help.
Same.
Yeah.
I can't ask for help.
I
Even
know.
if I'm in really, really big problems,
Mhm.
I will suffer in silence till somebody accidentally finds out. And then I still don't ask for help. Then I get help or I don't get help.
For me, it was always hard.
But I'm proud of you.
Ever since I left my home, I made a promise like, whatever happens, I would deal with it by myself. Not the most ideal situation or the best decision I had. But I was like, that's part of taking responsibility for your own actions. It might not work most of the it might not work. You make decisions. It might work, it might not work. But that's on you.
Usually it doesn't. That's life.
Yeah. You can go back to sleep, Siri. You don't need to turn on. Sorry, my phone's Siri is getting activated. Usually when we ask something, it usually don't listen. But when we are not doing it, it gets activated. Great.
So maybe we turn her off because we're already putting that online, so everybody already knows what we're talking about, so that she can go to sleep.
But what do you guys think?
And that has been a long issue between both of us. That's something we have never been able to compromise on.
No, because I don't know. I have faced. I don't know. What is the toughest situation you could face in life besides death?
Accidents, making you unable to take care of yourselves, losing everybody around you, chemical fire accidents that completely destroy your skin, whole body,
Yeah.
looks, and functions.
Okay, there's a lot of horrible things that could happen, right? And I don't know. I think men have this idea of, I don't know. It could be misplaced, but there's this sense of nobility or whatever. If you look at popular media or any movies, you can see this person who overcomes all odds by himself.
Oh,
That's the trope.
that is something that really grinds my gears and men.
Why?
It's like, oh, if I have this disease and this disease, I'm gonna break up with my girlfriend because I don't want him to suffer and
Oh,
take
yeah, that's
care
there.
of me. And I just break up with them so they don't have to see me vulnerable.
Yeah.
I had partners in the past that said that, and every person that tells me that, I just want to.
Yeah, I know that. It's a bit fucked up. I get that.
And it's selfish too.
Why?
You have a partner that likes you and wants to take care of you rather than lose you,
Yeah.
and you just be like, no, go away.
And you know how we look at it?
Messed up, like always.
No. No, we look at it as like, if I am staying in your life, as you know,
Cripple for
Yeah,
example,
that's not going to add anything to your life. So the best thing for me, best
it's
thing,
ripping my heart
no,
out.
the best thing what I can do is to stay away. I know it looks bad and it sucks now, but over the long period, it will be better for you. That's why we don't think that as selfish.
Yeah, you're giving me a headache with that. That is BS.
Yeah, but that's how we think.
Yeah,
Not,
stop thinking.
yeah, not because somebody told us to do that, but that's how we
That's the
think.
problem. You people can
Mhm.
actually sit there, stare at a wall, and think nothing.
Yes, we have the ability to do that. Yes, it's one of the best
Sometimes
gifts.
you should do this more and less thinking. No, that is that really grinds my gears. That just, if you would ever say that or do that, I will rip things off.
I have done that already with you.
No, when?
Well, what was my issue giving you the actual information of where my surgery is?
Well, but you did. You didn't delete me or block my number.
Well, I haven't gone to those lengths. I get
I
that.
am very proud of you because you actually did accept help then, and you actually kind of, in your way, asked for help back then.
Mhm.
That was huge.
Ooh,
That
I
was
shouldn't
huge.
have done that.
Try next time.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? My neck is still fucked up, so who knows? Maybe I would need another 3. I mean, when I had the surgery, there was one spine, that was bad. There was another one on top of it.
That was
C3 to C.
getting-
Yeah, you remember that. So who knows? This whole
Next
thing
one
might
is 6 months.
reappear.
At least wait till I finish studying, okay?
Mhm. Well, the more metal I have, who knows? I'm getting
The
married.
more screwed up you are.
The more
Yes.
screws. There's more screws there, so
Yeah, you can't
it's
much
quite
more.
literally and figuratively I'm screwed up now.
Yeah, I would say it can't get worse, but hey.
Who knows?